A children's book is teaching kids about the Tulsa race massacre. A Promise Deferred, the massacre of Black Wall Street, features a grandmother telling her grandson about the catastrophic events that took place 100 years ago in Oklahoma. The massacre is considered one of the worst displays of racist violence in U.S. history. For more on this, I want to bring in the co-author of that children's book, Tamecca Rogers. Hi, Tamecca, welcome. It's great to have you with us. So you wrote this book with your son. I think that's so wonderful. What was that experience like?
Well, it was a great experience to actually write it with him, because the fact is that when I came up and went to school, I grew up in Tulsa my entire life, and going to school since second grade here, I never heard anything about the race massacre. And in order to pass high school here, you had to graduate from Oklahoma history, and it never was talked about. And my son didn't know anything about it either. And so to share the information with him and to research it together, we were actually learning different things together. And so it was a great experience to actually share it with him, although it's a horrible event that happened.
Of course. And so why is it important for children to learn about the Tulsa race massacre? And do you think there's a certain age? I mean, it was such a horrific event. Do you think there's a certain age when they are more prepared to, take in some of the more terrible details? Like, how do you take the child's age into account when discussing the events of that day?
Well, it was more than just the massacre, so that's the approach that I take with it, and that's the approach I took with my son, because we had a big Greenwood district, which showed the gifts, the talents, and the entrepreneurship that African-American free slaves contribute to the world. The fact of the matter is, if you're looking at the economy, is that the dollar circulated 36 to 100 times before it even left the community. So that's the aspect that I started with my son with teaching it. And we do have to acknowledge that history is not always pretty, it's not always glamorous, but it happened, and we have to acknowledge that it happened. We have to be able to recognize that it happened so we can learn and we can grow from it so that it doesn't happen again. And I think that's important to know at any age.
Absolutely. History and the truth, these are very, very important things for children to be taught. So when you learned as an adult, I guess you're saying you didn't learn about this at school, in school as a child. When you learned about this day as an adult, what did you think about the fact that you hadn't been taught this in school? Was it just like another level of betrayal that this history had been hidden from a whole generation?
That's the exact word. That's the exact word. I felt betrayed. I felt cheated. I felt like questioning everything that I learned about history. And at that point, I felt like I needed to pass it on to my kids, that don't take the word of somebody else about your history or any history. Don't take the word on face value. Question it, research, study, dig a little bit deeper. Because ultimately it's our responsibility to learn about our history. But I felt slighted, I did feel betrayed, and I just didn't understand why when I'm coming up in school, when they're talking about Black history, we just get a small paragraph that talks about Black slaves. But it didn't talk about the entrepreneurship, the great things that African Americans had contributed, such as the Greenwood district.
And is that changing now, or is it your understanding that the education system there, in Oklahoma is going to be more expansive and include this history now? And further, what's the reaction you've received from children who've read your book? Is there any discussion about perhaps including your book, in classes?
I know that there has been talking about including the history in school. I don't know at which level that they want to do it, and I don't know how consistent it is, but there has been talk about that. And I think some schools are doing it, some schools are not. I know for a fact that I have a 24-year-old, a 19, and then a not 10-year-old, and none of them knew about that. And they didn't learn it from school; they learned it from me. So it might vary on how they do it, but it's just on different levels that they do it. And so, again, that's why I think it's everybody's responsibility to learn about that.
That's right. And what is the reaction you've been getting from children and parents who've been reading your book together?
I have actually been getting good reactions, and I love it because I like to go on my Amazon reviews and read the reviews and see what they say. And basically, what they're saying is that they've learned, the adults are saying that they've learned things that they haven't learned before. You know, and honestly, when I was researching it, I learned things that I didn't learn before. And when I was talking to Keith about it, he said, Mom, you know, and this is before we even got into the book writing stages. He said, Mom, I think everybody should know about this so it doesn't happen again. You know, and so I said, you're right. Everybody should know about it, and everybody should know how we can talk to children about it and have children understand on their level. And so that's the perspective we took. But then the good thing about it is that the adults enjoyed the book as well.
Well, Tamecca Rogers, thank you so much for joining us and telling us about your book. And thank you for putting it out into the world.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.